Alright, here it can... Oh no, I don't want to make it a command, for fuck's sake. I just want it to start with the slash. How hard is that? Does Twitch have an escape character?
I do not ever use Twitch chat, so no idea.
Oh. This also does not work. Well, I'm just gonna leave away the slash. Probably easiest.
Yeah.
Think of it. Alright, then even is glottal stop. Odd is long vowel. It's even. Well, this is how it goes on. And then second syllable. Single onset. Okay, this is gonna be a big die then. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 21. God damn it. Why did I add that additional approximant? Does Twitch have like roll? Probably not. Oh, but
You can get Twitch bots.
yeah, but I don't wanna. Roll 21. No, roll D.
Okay, I've just rolled a bunch of words to check that it works.
10.
The next thing I roll is gonna be the one. Are you ready?
Yep. What did it roll?
K-Bay. My language is called K-Bay.
Where did you see that?
It's on stream. There's a stream delay. Oh, maybe you guys can't see my... Yeah, you can see it. It's going to come up in a sec. There you go. It's on screen now.
It's probably somewhere on stream, but
It's
I had to like full screen.
pretty small. Anyway, we're K-Bay. Someone go watch the YouTube VOD with a magnifying glass to verify that fact. So your language is qua.
No, it's not finished yet.
I was going to say, because
like
doesn't word terminal glottal stop have a habit of allophonizing itself out of existence? Like,
it's a thing.
word final glottal stop is pretty like uncommon because it generally just gets unreleased.
I don't think it's that uncommon. I've seen it in like langs.
I know a lot of languages that have got like glottal stops tend to like have no way for them to show up word finally.
Let's also just roll the next.
I mean,
vowel.
I haven't like waltzed that. I don't know if that's like a thing, but this is entirely like
It's 4, which
I've
is
prelude language name. Kebe.
Alright. This is the language's name.
Oh, and you know what's great?
Well, oh no, I need to assign the tones too.
Kebe.
Kebe.
You're doing lexical tone.
Yep.
Grammatical tone is where it's at. Okay.
First syllable. Okay, so odd is. No, I want more low tones. I think. Want slightly more low tones. So 1 to 4 is odd. Oh, that was the roll. 1. That's low. Okay. And then the second one is high. Okay.
Vowels. If a
Here is how my language is spelled.
Kebe. Oh, also Sasha. Why has this not happened yet? Merry Christmas.
Well, there. Lang name.
Yeah, I've just replaced mine as well. I'm going to change the name of it in my actual file system. Kebe. Speed lang. Okay. If a word is singular, I was going to go with unplural, but singular. It takes no rhoticization on its vowels. If it is dual, then the final tail vowel is And then the final vowel on the word stem is rhoticized. Because you didn't say we had to do exclusively non-concatenative, so...
No, I deliberately said...
I'm gonna stick a fusional system on top of this. Stem is rhoticized. If it is singular, then the first vowel on the word stem is rhoticized. But doesn't it like my spelling of rhoticized? Do you want the American spelling? No, it just doesn't know that rhoticized is a word. Awesome. I told Shoal to go and read the thing I posted in Math and Science, and he replied, I need to read up a bit to understand some of the words. It's just a really nice proof that in modular arithmetic you can have colliding public and private RSA pairs by leveraging the fact that in a modular system mod n is equal to 0 and the quadratic expression n minus 1 squared equals 1 equals n squared minus 2n plus 1. Okay. The only other thing, we can't use comparatives, right? Particle comparatives.
Particle comparatives, yeah.
So.
But there are like at least 3 other attested forms of comparatives.
Yeah. What are you using?
I haven't decided, but I want to play around with exceed comparatives, so maybe those.
Yeah. Particle comparative is just essentially when you have a particle that means more.
Particle is like the one English has with than.
Yeah, it's like having a special word that means more, basically, that you use with adjectives. Like.
Well, no. It's basically like, it's not how you mark on the adjective. So.
Right.
Particle comparatives is where you have.
Oh, okay. So you have a special. You essentially have like a special thing for.
It's this structure here.
Yeah. X is adj comp than Y. See, what I'm probably going to do is I kind of want to do like adjectives have to agree with verbs, and there's like rules than that. So instead of saying like he is more tall than Y, you'd say like he stands tall, like, and then maybe 2Y, like I do some weird bullshit with a dative. Like he stands tall.
That would be locative comparatives.
2Y. There we go. Locative comparatives. Exceed comparatives there with standard MP with transitive verb, exceed verb. This house, big, exceed that. Yeah, so you have a word that means like to exceed, to be bigger than. That's what Chinese does, I think.
It might. Take a look at the map.
Where's the map? Go to map. Mandarin uses exceed. There we go. That's exceed, not locational. What's the exceed one? How's that defined?
Exceed is defined as having a verb that's like used in
okay,
Y
yeah, that
clause.
makes sense. That is what Chinese does. I'm gonna have a marker that shows like
basically you have
I might do that then. Have a verb that means to like be greater than. And then you'd say his height instead of the tall man. But I kind of like the idea of having verbs that are like, you have to have the right verb for the right adjective to make the comparison. No, I'll just have a verb. I'll have a verb for comparisons the way Chinese does, because I'm actually familiar with how it works in a lot of ways. So that seems like a safer bet to me.
Apparently you can't have line breaks in Twitch chat.
You cannot.
Well, there, have a nicely formatted
X is big on
event.
Y. X is bigger than Y. X is big exceeds Y. Exceed. X is big, Y is small. The last... Oh, I like that, though. Because instead of is, that would let me do my my thing. So, like, adjectives have to agree with a word. So you'd say, like, X stands big, Y stands small. X, you know, runs fast, Y runs, like, slow.
Hang on, let me just get the Wells thingy. Because there's various...
Where does that?
Hang on.
Do you have the map up still? Because I just closed the map. I just closed the map, I think. I'm assuming you still have all
comparative, and let's see where it is. So that is
white dot.
all
it is a
over
Polynesian thing?
Yeah, Polynesia does that. Some Australia does it.
Australia is just
lots
Polynesia.
of South America.
You know what? I can get behind that. Yeah, I can get behind that. Let's do that. That's fun. That's like, because in the only other one I've done that's fun is
there is lots of like different ways it can go. So for example, there is the one I described, which goes like, how's this big, how's that small.
Yeah.
There is one here that's like he strongs, I and not. North America. Like, he is strong, I am not.
I could have, if you use the adjective as a verb, it becomes a comparative. Would that be all kosher, or would that need...
Can you say it again?
If you use the adjective as a verb, it becomes a comparative. So, he talls me.
Probably?
Because I'm having valency marked by tone, so I could do he tall with, like, single valence, like one argument valency, be he is tall, and if you make it just transitive. If you make it transitive, then it becomes he is taller than. I don't know if it's naturalistic, but it feels naturalistic.
It feels fine.
Like, it doesn't feel like Issa Akathez would put it in a language. I mean, it kind of does, because I'm marking valency, but...
Yeah.
Is marked valency a thing? I don't know any languages that do it, but I kind of assume it is.
Yeah, it's sort of rare, but Athabascan langs do it.
Okay, I'm good there then.
So, Malay also has a stupid conjoined comparative, where it goes to say, stone is heavier than wood. You say, wood stone, heavy stone.
Wood stone, heavy stone. I accidentally closed my shell ATEC, I think. I have too many browser tabs open. Right, time to clean up some browser tabs.
Yeah, I just did that too.
If they're important, I'll reopen them. Okay. Kebe. Kebe. Kebe is a great name for the language, to be honest. Kebe. Bei. Kebe. Kebe. I'm attached to it. Alright, let's go. Nouns.
I think I'm gonna like make a small change to my phonotactics.
Sasha, what word am I going to use to demonstrate singular, plural, dual? Because I'm about to generate a word for it, and I want you to give this word a meaning. Give me a noun, Sasha.
Dog.
There are no dogs in space, Sasha.
That is... Likely.
Give me a noun, Sasha.
Adult man of caste 4.
Alright, we're doing it. So, you've given me the word S.E. So that's, share. So, for example, what character did I use for underdots, for palatalized prelude? Is it still T? Why is it still T? Why is it still called Charon? It's not a Charon anymore, it's an underdiaresis. Is there a better name for underdiaresis?
Diaresis below.
Yeah, that's a stupid name. I'm going to call it underdiaresis. Control F, Charon, underdiaresis. Why is diaresis spelt so weirdly? I don't like it. Wait, it's AE. Is it like how? Oh, I guess you write it umlaut in German, so you don't write diaresis. God, language is hard, isn't it? Because Greek. Okay. Well, it's still being marked with a T, which I don't like. I'm gonna change it everywhere to U. These are the kind of things I hate doing in LaTeX, going through and refactoring things, but sometimes you're like, I just have to do it. Just trying to get used to saying the name of your language. I'm gonna make it just adult. No, adult male of. I mean, adult male of. That's a fun question. When is adult? That's a great question.
Once you've passed education threshold X.
Yeah. I'm gonna call adult like 16. Because I think it needs to be younger, because, like, space. We need people who are adult and not in education and are able to be useful to the ship and go out and work. Yeah, we're 16. Anyway.
Wow. It's hard.
Yeah, I mean, you're the one who's put this stupid crap in your language, so...
What?
Wait, it supports regex, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, so we're gonna do dot capital T. No, dot capital T. Why is its regex search not case sensitive by default? Replace dot T with... Oh, I need to do a group here. I need to do... You become a logical group, and then I say... And one D. Does that work? No, you've just replaced with and one. Is it $1? U? It is $1U. Replace all. Okay, now this should compile without breaking anything. I just wrote a regex expression right the first time. Oh, never mind. The compiler broke. Oh no, that's just the new thing I was typing. It's the new thing I was typing. Panic over. So it was S-U-E was the word. So orth S-U-E. Adult male of caste 4. See, what you've done there is you've just made me have to make a crap ton of words just for referring to people.
I mean, I don't know.
No, I like it. It's fine. Adult male of caste 4. Caste is spelled with an E, right? To distinguish it from, like, the thing you get when you break something?
Yeah.
Adult men of caste 4 is... So this here is x slash XC probably. Yeah, XC. Where am I, grammar? XC, broad, XC, XE, shet, and then broad, XC, XE, and I need a new thing for rhoticized. Do my prelude. New command, rhotic, rhoticized, 0, symbol. Flash, I don't suppose you know the Unicode for the rhoticization symbol off the top of your head?
No, I have it on my keyboard though. So here you go. Have fun copying that.
Twitch was fine with it.
I mean, it let me post it, I just don't see it.
Yeah, it let me copy it. I can't see it, but I can copy it, and now I can put it into thing, and it is 02DE, modifier letter rhotic hook. Maybe the more you know.
Oh yeah, actually I could have just like... What do I need to do to get Unicode?
I mean, I just go to Unicode on DuckDuckGo, like, bang Unicode, and then type it in.
No, but like, there's legit a thing I can do. Somehow.
Somewhere, somehow. It is possible, probably. Okay, and so now I can do XE. Yeah, except I can't because that's not what these are, is it? What is rhoticization in Xamper? It's like underscore something? Underscore close curly bracket?
I have no fucking...
Oh no, it's just backtick.
Oh.
Fair. I mean, I can't really do that. These are not... should not be orthography, this is phonetics. This needs to come up here. I'll just call this... we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to do backslash IU backslash X E and backslash XO. So now this should be... Wait. These are just IR, right? Yeah, so... What's the command for itemize but without actually doing bullet points?
Is there such a thing?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Itemize without bullet, or itemize without bullets. It is label equals that, but you need the enum item package. Okay.
See, so it's not a primitives.
Nothing is a primitive in LaTeX.
I mean, like, included in LaTeX itself.
Yeah.
Because itemize and enumerate are.
That's fair, but... Okay, time for another example other than share. Share versus share. We are going to generate a new one. I'm going to generate until I hit a 2-syllable. What's this word going to mean, Sasha? Give me a hand hit, babe.
How about some type of food that you can only get on spaceships?
Okay, so it generated Deutbuch P, but that doesn't work because I want to be able to have like no diphthong at the start or end, so I need another one. That's 1 syllable long. That ends in a diphthong. This works. So we've got Doibi. Oh my god, wait, it's not KB. It's not Kebe. It's Kebe.
Oh?
Yeah, because I did K as adjective. G is the non-adjective form.
No. Kebe.
Yeah. Kebe.
Kebe.
Kebe. Kebe. Kebe. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, anyway. Doi. Yeah. Doibi. Nope, it's a diphthong at the start. Why give me a word that doesn't have a diphthong at the start and end?
Just like strip the second part of it, of the diphthong.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that for the next one I get. Okay, so we've gotten out. Oh my god, that's a horrible word. Yep, that'll do. This is durch u su. That's horrible. Durch u su. Okay, Sasha, what does durch u su mean?
The spiritual successor of pizza, that is some processed spaceship food.
Alright, space pizza, got it.
Wait, Lucy, what do you think of what I did with tones? It's very straightforward.
Where have you put it in speed langing?
I mean, I've put the diagram there, but it's like very straightforward. So within each foot, right, there's 2 syllables, and the first one's always bimoraic.
Yep.
Either a long vowel or it's closed by a glottal stop. And the second's always short. So the first mora of the first vowel gets assigned a tone, and the second mora of it plus the next vowel get assigned a second tone. So if both are short vowels, that just means 2 tones.
Yeah.
And all 4 possibilities. If the first vowel is long, you can have either the entire foot is high pitched, or there is a fall in the first syllable and then the second is low, or the inverse of that, all low, or there's a rise and then it's high.
So we've got, that's like fair. So we've got durch usu, which is 1 flat bread. Durch usu, which is 2 flatbreads, and durch usu, which is many flatbreads. This is horrible. Why have you done this to me? Durch usu, 2 flatbreads. 1 syllable words show only singular dual if a vowel is rhoticized, is a diphthong. No distinction is made there. Item. This is going to take me so long to get used to speaking. Der Usse. Yeah. I haven't read Twitch chat in a while. I hope no one said anything. Sasha, monitor my Twitch chat in case someone speaks.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, I think no one's around.
Jag är det.
You are... XGS Usu. Many flatbreads. we go. That is my my box checked there. Okay. So now I just need to decide what I actually want, because one of the rules was we were not allowed to use nomac.
Not purely nomac. You can totally
nomac.
do a split system in which one word goes gaps for all I care.
Only this word.
Though since it has to be naturalistic, that single word has to be the first person's singular pronoun, I think.
Oh no, it could be any word in the sentence containing to be.
Actually, never mind. It has to be the least animate thing.
Yeah, the least animate thing. My life. I mean, I'm marking if I'm having verbs mark valency. Yeah, if I'm gonna have verbs mark valency by their tone pattern, and have the tones on words be their role in the sentence, then thinking is hard. What page is the thing in Deskmorph about this shit? I need inspiration.
What shit?
Describing morphosyntax.
No, about what?
Agent, patient, like semantic roles. I vaguely remember a huge chunk of it. It's like, here's a gigantic table of semantic roles you could use for inspiration.
I don't remember that particularly. But the chapter starts on page 129. It's a pretty big chapter.
Grammatical relations, yeah. Let's flick through from page 129. This is like the bit that I wish I could do on stream, and I can't. So, unfortunately, me flicking through a book is not going to get to be on the VOD.
Also, I feel like half of the examples here are from Dixon.
Yeah.
From a certain book that I've also read.
Which book?
Articulation.
Yeah.
It's a good book, by the way.
Sasha, why don't you explain to the YouTube audience what ergativity is and why nomac isn't it?
Dear YouTube audience, you don't exist.
Hey, at least one person is going to watch this VOD when I post it on the subreddit. Hello, that one person watching this VOD. Yes, you. Hello. Have a nice day.
Okay, so to explain ergativity, you go to Amazon and you buy a book called Ergativity by Dixon. It's in the Cambridge Studies of Linguistics, specifically volume 69. Very easy to remember.
For those who don't know Sasha's full-time job is basically just explaining ergativity to people. That's like pretty accurate, right?
Yeah, somewhat.
Okay, well I can't find it, so let's just think about what I want. So, obviously, I want an actor, an agent, and a patient. An actor and a patient. I'm going to say subsection semantic roles. That's the word I'm looking for, right? I'm not being silly.
Semantic roles a thing, and basically, by the way, what you do for inspiration there is you go to a website called ithquil.net.
How many does it have?
Around 70.
Fucking hell, Kajita, slow down. What? No, go away.
Hang on, let me check. It's under basic morphology.
Basic morphology.
No, case morphology. It's case morphology.
Case morphology. Okay. Semantic role.
Yeah, 72 main cases.
Can he like not though? Has he considered not?
And the most important ones are the transrelative cases.
Yeah. Of course.
Which are the first 11.
Yep. So oblique is what? There's a fucking I don't know. I don't have time to read a book for each of these.
Okay. It's just content, like something that's just there somehow and doesn't do a whole lot.
Oh, okay, so it's used because the example they give is the boy hit the girl, she forced him to do it. So it's the passive.
What?
The prisoner died during the gun battle. The bird fell. Oh, no, it's not. It's like...
Wait, where are you looking?
Oh, that's the absolutive case. I've scrolled down when I've moved it over. That boy is blind. The house was built with books. She gave me a book. The child likes cereal. Okay, so it's like kind of like the patient, but not really.
It's just like the nothing else fits, use this.
Yeah. Alright, you know what? Let's just list what I know I want. So I want patient, agent, and I guess I have to have subject be different for... Alright, no, you know what? No, because I mark valency, so I can have...
I quite like the effectuative case, though. It identifies the noun being in the semantic role of enabler. This is the noun which initiates a causal chain of events, ultimately resulting in a final event. For example, person who pulls the plug, causing it to be empty. Plug of a bathtub.
Yeah. So avalent are verbs that take no arguments, so I don't need to talk about them in the noun section. Monovalent. Okay, monovalent roles. Subsection. When used in sentences where the verb marks monovalent valency, there is only the subject. What role do we use to describe the actor in a monovalent sentence? It's normally subject, right? Sasha.
Actor, yes.
In transitive sentences, we just call it subject.
It's just S.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that's actually the whole word. It's not an abbreviation.
Okay, but it is.
I mean, it derives from the word subject, but subject has a more specific meaning.
Fair. I'm going to write subject.
Well, it has another specific meaning, rather.
Okay. This subject is marked by no tonal inflections, as I only have like a neutral tone and a high tone. Subsection. Divalent roles. Oh, you know, this should probably be a table of tone patterns and Oh, you know what? It can be an enumerate for number of valency. As verbs
autosegmental phonology latter. How do you do autosegmental phonology in latter?
Oh, are you doing that? That's fair, honestly.
I need it for tones, basically.
Yeah, I haven't written tones. I've avoided writing tones phonetically so far.
You need ticks. Of course you need ticks.
Yeah, you need ticks for everything.
Yeah, you need ticks for everything.
Like, number one, bring in this package.
Yeah, I should learn
That's
ticks.
up there with vowel and, like, taboo and float and hyperref for things that you're probably bringing into most documents eventually.
Hyperref is in every document.
Like all it's like a requirement. And it's not just hyperref, it's hide links hyperref.
Yeah, hide links hyperref is the important bit.
Every single document, all of them.
Like, if you don't do that, just kill yourself.
Yeah, like you're actually just actively hurting the global community, single-handedly. The valency of the sentence determines the tone patterns available to mark for varying semantic roles. Okay, that's a mouthful.
Alright, let's play around with ticks Q3.
Avalent stroke monovalent. that's sorry, impersonal. Impersonal doesn't take anything, so I don't need it. So intransitive stroke monovalent. Cool. Words do not explicitly use tone mark in monovalent sentences. The subject is unmarked. The subject is marked only by default tone. How heavy are people going on tone systems? Like, I'm doing a two-tone. What is the, like, general consensus?
I'm also doing a two-tone.
That's straw poll. Straw poll.
Klaus is doing a
of
pitch.
tones.
But hang on, let me like make one with the options.
I'm doing it now.
What are y'all doing though? Like,
doing the whole vote, click on an emoji reaction to vote, like I did last time.
Huh?
Oh, did you not see me do that?
No.
Control F for
For?
I'm trying to think.
From LL Blumire.
Control F lexical, and it's the first result, and then go to that message, and you can see how I ran the poll.
Oh. I mean, bloop, both. Certainly.
Yeah.
So do like two options though, something like pitch, accent, or tone, and then number of tones with like there's the numbers things, aren't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What emoji should I use for the
Use a Kika and Booba, our own ones. They look super distinctive.
No, but like, what am I asking with pitch accent? Like, how would you do it?
I would do something like, first of all, do Booba if you have pitch accent and Kiki if you have actual tone, and then also react with number.
No, because they stack. You can't like split them up like that.
No, you can react with two things.
Yeah, but they'll stack on top of anyone who's already reacted, so they won't appear readably.
What? I don't get your problem.
You set it up. I don't
Okay.
understand what you're thinking. What's not? Okay. Transitive stroke divalent. Divalent clauses take a agent and a patient. The agent is marked with high tone and the patient with neutral tone. This tone is applied to only the first syllable of multi-syllable words. Subsection. Trivalent stroke ditransitive. Trivalent clauses take an what do we call the indirect object?
Indirect object doesn't really have like recipient or whatever.
Yeah, like it's
Doesn't really
I'm doing ditransitive now. So he gave her a flower. That's agent, patient. Like, he is agent. What is the patient? What is the... Oh my god, I can do... Because I'm doing agent patient being marked by tone, I can have topicalization by fronting the word. Yes. Topicalization is done by moving, by fronting the topic.
Lucy, you can react now, by the way.
this thing and 2. Sasha, we need to agree with each other.
We don't, though.
I'm treating neutral as its own tone.
I'm treating neutral as the absence of an underlying tone that may be realized phonetically in various ways.
Oh, whatever. Trivalent clauses have a... where can I read up on making complexes? You're looking for multi-row?
Yeah, I think they're called multi-row, multi-call, but realistically, you just use this.
Does that support them?
Yes.
That's fair.
It also supports tables in tables, like, well, it kind of does at least.
Did you see how I did my table in on stream? I've got it up on stream now if you've not seen it yet.
Hang on, let me open this.
Oh, it's again. Like all not laid out nicely for a sec. Let me realign some stuff that got broken when I was fixing things. There we go.
Can you also scroll to the table?
Yep, I'm looking at it now. It might take a second to get to you. You know, I'll just dump it in here. There, it's in the LB Hangout Club. That's how I lay out my tables now.
Oh, I saw Slorani's table and was like,
nah.
Yeah. Where did you drop it then?
Oh,
there.
Yeah. Obviously, one of those is misaligned.
Yeah, and obviously my monitor isn't big enough to show the whole thing. let me move it over to my main monitor.
There.
This is better.
I fixed the alignment issue as well.
Fair enough.
That's how I've been laying them out. Have an agent who acts in the sentence, a patient that is acted upon, and a goal, target that is acted towards. The agent is marked with a high tone on the final syllable. A patient is marked with a high tone on
right, I was reading up on
target is unmarked.
First of all, is there anything in the Latte wiki book? This Latte wiki sticks.
I know. Am I doing a full tone system? I am kind of. Look, I'm doing something that's kind of messy and not really natural, but you know. To be honest, I don't know enough about grammatical tone marking. I would need to read up on the African languages more if I was going to do this justice as naturalistic.
I know fuck all about grammatical tone marking too. Because
Exactly.
the book on tone I read on tone was only only about like the realization of tone, basically.
And the target is unmarked.
But not really a whole lot on the morphology.
In the event that there are not enough syllables on a word to provide adequate distinction, a marker is added to the word based on noun class. Well, I just added noun class, Sasha. In a single line. What are my noun classes going to be?
Let's figure out how Tick's stuff works by following the example on the stack exchange thingy. So, begin takes picture.
What am I gonna do for
Baseline. No clue what this does.
noun classes?
Four arbitrary noun classes. And you call them the darkness that is to our right, darkness that is to our left.
Then I need 6, Sasha.
Well, no, because there's no ceiling. There's no windows in the ceiling. Well, there probably are.
I do, what is up? I do...
Yeah, what is up? I mean, I assume that the...
Artificial gravity, yeah. Oh, I was going to have
there's
my...
probably a ring or something.
Yeah,
but...
I was going to have my generation ship be one of those, like, ring tropes, where it's like the spinning of the ring is used to generate artificial gravity type job.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that, but basically the moment I thought about what is up, I was like, okay, yeah, probably something like that.
Yeah.
There can be, like... I mean, the central thingy there... might actually be something in the middle too, because you already have place with weightlessness, might as well do stuff there as well.
Fair.
Like recreational stuff, you know?
Yeah. I'm currently debating over whether I actually want noun classes. Because I wrote this line because I was like, I don't want to just have one marker that appears literally everywhere on monosyllable words that allow you to make tonal distinctions where... Like, what I've written so far is trivalent clauses have an agent who acts in the sentence, a patient that is acted upon, and a target that is acted towards. The agent is marked with a high tone on the final syllable, the patient is marked with a high tone on the first syllable, and the target is unmarked. In the event that there are not enough syllables in a word to provide adequate distinction, a marker is added to the word based on noun class. I'll say appended to. What should that marker be? And, like, I did noun class color. I don't want it to be the same everywhere. No, you know what? I'll have the marker based on the role. For agent, it is... Come on, generate me some words. We are going until we get a one-syllable word. We got ooh. What a beautiful, beautiful syllable to use for this. Or ooh. Narrow, no, broad. /GS UX. Ooh.
Yeah. Other side.
It is.
Ja, wieso nicht?
Sue. Sasha, what's that thing you use for glossing?
I use a thing called ling macros, which just basically makes tables do exactly what you want for glossing.
How do I use it? Give me a crash course in ling macros.
It's described on the wikibooks. It's very straightforward.
Okay. Ling macros, wikibooks, linguistics. Is that the thing that gives enum sentence?
Yep.
And you use... What do you use for,
And basically, the syntax is the same as tables, so an ampersand for the next column.
Glosses with ling macros are enum sentence, short tech, and then some weird stuff. Okay.
Because it's a table and it's not a very sophisticated thing, you need to say how many columns you want.
Yeah, that's fine.
But you can, of course, just overshoot. Because it doesn't care about empty columns.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna say
Lucy, how much experience do you have with the math mode in LaTeX?
a fair amount. What are you trying to express?
So I have my figure here in the math mode, right?
Yep.
And I kind of want to have the definitions of the categories off to the right. So would basically want off to the right to have 3 lines, one which says V equals any vowel, C equals any consonant except full stop. Basically, I just want 3 lines off to the right. Oh, actually, I don't know how to do that.
What you actually want to do is wrap the whole thing in a multicol.
Nah. I know exactly what to do, so this is easy actually.
Okay.
Substack display style so it doesn't make it small. Text.
Okay. So gave is the classic example. So I'm going to say the 4 gave the food to the 5. So I need to come up with some pronouns. But first of all, who is the speaker? What has 4-5 distinction? Something, surely. I mean, I'll just call it like undesirable. Target 4, target 5. 2s have 4-5 distinction, and 4s and 5s have 4-5 distinction.
3s don't?
No, to 3s they're both lesser than me that I can't mate with.
Yeah, fair.
Okay. I'll do it from the perspective of a 2 who's going to refer to them as lesser mate and lesser unmateable. So the verb is give, which is going to have a... I need to pull up glossing rules. Leipzig glossing rules. I just really have these memorized by now.
I have most memorized.
What gets me is like hyphen versus equals versus like...
I mean, I generally redefine some stuff with the hyphens and equals, so it fits exactly the language.
Yeah.
Like,
what are you supposed to
do? Hyphen is for segmentable affixes, equal for clitic.
Oh.
Dot for non-segmentable affix.
So what would I use for tone?
Reduplicated affix.
What would I be using for tone then? Dot?
For tone?
Yeah. Like tone is what's providing these words with their...
Treat it as an infix, I guess? Though you can't mark it now, so that doesn't work.
Yeah,
either.
It's not mark. It's like there's no nice way to mark it.
I don't know whether there is a standard procedure here, to be honest.
Okay, I will put parentheses. There we go.